Welcome. These are dimensional analysis practice problems. Make sure you've got your reference tables close by in case we need any metric conversions on reference table C, and you might need some other conversion factors. So, and a calculator, of course. So here we go. The Erie Canal is 362.9 miles. Convert this distance into meters. So here I'm going to start with miles. I'm going to go to meters. All right, so we need a conversion factor between miles and meters. That's going to kind of get us there. So it looks like we made a jump to metric, so I'm going to need kilometers or kilometers to make that jump. So start with my given, 362.9 miles. Put it over 1. I need a conversion factor between miles and kilometers. I'm going to put miles on the bottom so it cancels out. Kilometers going to go on top. So in 1 mile, there are 1.6 kilometers. I will provide that to you on a test, or you can look it up. Then we have the conversion between kilometers and meters. How do I know that kilometers goes on bottom and meters goes on top? Because we need to get rid of those units. So now you notice that we're going to be left with meters. So I see reference table C, kilometer is 10 to the third, which means 1,000 times larger. So in 1 kilometer, there are 1,000 meters. So now I have what I need. So then I multiply the 3 numbers up top, and I plug them into my calculator, and I get 580,640. I multiply the bottoms, which are all 1s, which means I don't need to do any division. And so final answer is I need to go to 3 sig figs. So here are my 3 sig figs. 6 is able to, 4 sig figs. Whoops. Goodness gracious. There are my 4 sig figs. Is 4 enough to round a 6 up? No. So I keep 5, 8, 0, 6, 0, 0 to hold the place values. You could also put it in scientific notation if you want. 5.806 times 10 to the 345, which, I don't know. I feel like students are afraid of sign notation, so they might not use that. Okay. Mount Everest is 29,029 feet tall. How tall is this in centimeters? So we start in feet. We're going to end in centimeters. We need a conversion between that. I know it's inches. So I start 29,029 feet. Put it over 1. I need a conversion factor between feet and inches. Feet will go down here. Inches will go here. I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. Goodbye to feet. And then the conversion factor between inches and centimeters. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. That's an M. Goodness gracious. Okay. So once again, I'm going to multiply across the top, and I get 803.92. And I would divide it by 1, which means don't have to. Now, sig figs. This has 5 sig figs. So my final answer also has to have 5 sig figs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the 903. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the 3 enough to round a 0 up? No. So 884,800. But I need to have 5 sig figs. So you can put either a line over here, or you could do it into sign notation. And that would be in centimeters. Sign notation would be what? 8.848 times 10, 80 times 10 to the 345. That seems like a lot, but who knows? Okay. A traditional macchiato is a coffee drink made with 1 shot of espresso and steamed milk. A shot of espresso is about 30 milliliters. Express this in gallons. So I start in milliliters, and I need to go to gallons. So it looks like we need to have a metric jump somewhere. So we're going to go to liters. We're going to start with 30.0 milliliters. Put it over 1. Now, I'm going to go 2 liters, so that goes up top, milliliters on bottom. 1 liter is bigger, 1,000 milliliters. Goodbye, milliliters. Then I need my conversion factor between gallons and liters. So liters goes on bottom, gallon goes on top. 1 gallon, 3.78 liters by liters. So now multiply across the top. 30 times 1 times 1 is 30.0. Denominator, 1 times 1,000 times 3.78 is 3780. Do your division, and you get 0.007936. Now let's talk sig figs. This has 3 sig figs. The rules of sig figs say if you have a number less than 1, with a decimal point, of course, you're going to go from left to right. You're going to skip any zeros and start at the first non-zero. So we're going to skip, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3. Is the 6 enough to round the 3 up? Yes. So our final answer is 0.00794 units gallons. Okay? Here's another one. Dimitri Mendeleev, father of the periodic table, lived to 72 years old. How long is he alive in days? This is an easy one. This is years. And we're going to go to days. So 72 years over 1. How many days are in a year? Now you could get really into it. You could say you could do 365.25, but I'm just going to keep it at 365. That's a 5. So 72 times 365 is 26280 days. So again, let's finish it up with sig figs. 2 sig figs. 2 sig figs. Is this 2 able to round that up? No. So 26. Hold your place values with 3 zeros. Days. 26,000 days. All right, last one. Male polar bear can weigh 990 pounds, convert his weight to grams. Excuse me. So we start with pounds. Grams, we're going to need to make that metric jump. So 990 pounds, put it over 1, get rid of pounds, kilograms. The conversion is there are 2.2 pounds for every 1 kilogram. Remember, the way you organize it is that you make sure you're able to cancel out units. So if I have kilograms on the top, I need kilograms on the bottom. Then we have who's bigger. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So there goes kilograms. So now let's multiply across the top. 990 times 1 times 1,000 is 990,000. 1 times 2.2 times 1 is 2.2. So you'd get an answer of 450,000. Excuse me. When you're done, this is grams. Now, in terms of sig figs, this has 2 sig figs. Remember, that 0 is not significant, so this also has 2 sig figs. So that's it. Okay, if you have questions, you need to please ask. Otherwise, I hope this cleared things up. Thanks.